Today's crypto news with a hot take of a crypto CEO. So first, we have the crypto exchange Gemini, who suffered 485 million rush of outflows amid contagion fears of FTX. Then we have the FTX hacker, who's in panic. We have Alameda Research, who was front-running FTX listings. We have the Binance CEO, who urges crypto buyers to hold. And we have, last but not least, Solana Foundation, who helped millions on FTX. So I'll be covering these news items one by one and give you my opinion as a crypto CEO. So let's talk about Gemini. Gemini suspended its yield earning program, shaking users' confidence in the exchange. Digital asset balances on the crypto wallets identified as Gemini dropped to roughly 1.7 billion from about 2.2 billion a few days ago. And that's all according to blockchain data platform Arkham Intelligence. So it's quite the drop. It doesn't cover all the different blockchains, so the total balance may be different, but regardless, it's a big drop. Gemini then quickly followed up and tweeted today that they are fully backed. All customer funds held on the Gemini exchange are held one-on-one and available for withdrawal at any time. So in this wake of empty promises on Twitter and empty promises from companies, I can totally understand why you would want to withdraw your assets. That being said, it's owned by the Winklevoss twins, so I doubt that they would lie on online and put their reputation on the line like that. But at the same time, I would definitely do recommend to just get your assets out of any exchange, and that has any drama going on, because you never know, and it's better to be safe than to be sorry. Second, we have the FTX hacker in panic. The mysterious hacker of FTX, which is likely an insider, according to a blockchain expert, hold roughly 339 million of digital assets that are drained from the exchange last Friday. So crypto intelligence platform Arkham said that the hacker seems to be acting hastily, having lost a large amount of their token holdings when they moved assets across different chains to avoid getting caught. He's made a few rookie mistakes. For example, the hacker also used their verified personal account on the crypto exchange Kraken to send TRX tokens to cover transaction fees. And that's all according to audit firm Hacken. And in fact, the Kraken CEO came out and has mentioned that they know the identity of the hacker. Why that hasn't come out yet, who it is, I don't know. But regardless, I do think that this person will be caught sooner or later. And these assets will hopefully be recovered in due time. All right, so let's talk about Alameda. Alameda Research was front-running FTX listings. So Alameda Research allegedly bought tokens to be listed on FTX ahead of their public announcement and sold them for a profit. So basically just buy the tokens before they get listed and then sell them for a profit. According to a crypto compliance firm Argus, Alameda held roughly 60 million worth of 18 different tokens that were eventually listed on FTX between the start of 2021 and March 2022. Obviously, this is a big no-no. It's insider trading, and it's just very poor behavior, dumping on holders and people. So, it is, although this is not unique only to FTX. Again, coming from you as a crypto CEO, I know all exchanges, and there are many more exchanges that do this. They either get a token allocation from projects to get listed, or they buy in themselves, and all variations on that. But regardless, all kinds of shady shit happens on exchanges. So it's always wise to stick with the notable exchanges, which don't do that. So I guess people thought of FTX that they didn't do that either. But, bad behavior comes out eventually, and you get punished for it. Then Binance CEO CZ urges crypto buyers to hold. So he strongly advised cash-strapped and inexperienced investors to stay away from trading crypto. So instead, he advised them to reconsider deploying capital in the market in the near future and to hold their crypto instead. He also stated that once DeFi applications become more mainstream, centralized exchanges may no longer be necessary. I highly doubt that. Also, it's his main source of income, but decentralized trading is already possible. It's very easy, but yet most people prefer to trade on a centralized exchange with a centralized app and all these things. So I highly doubt that that's going to happen. At the same time, though, this will definitely be a push, the whole collapse of FTX, for people to have their assets in their own wallet. So I don't know what's going to happen, but again, I highly doubt that centralized exchanges will be competed away by DeFi. I do agree, by the way, that the holding of crypto is probably the best thing. Nobody knows where the market is going to go. And once you sell everything now and the market bounces back up, you'll be at a big loss. At the same time, sure, it can go lower, but if you have a long-term vision, you should be fine. Solana Foundation held millions on FTX. The Solana Foundation said it has tens of millions of dollars in crypto and 3.24 million common stock shares that are stranded on FTX. So in a blog post, the foundation said it held 134 million CRM tokens and 3.4 million FTT tokens on FTX when withdrawals went dark on November 6th. However, it claimed to hold less than 1 million of its balance sheet on FTX when withdrawals ceased. The impact on Solana Foundation operations is small, is what the blog post said. I think the truth in this is kind of in the middle. Obviously, the damage is bigger than 1 million. Even if you just count up those tokens that they just mentioned, it's a bigger damage than that. Plus, the biggest problem is that FTX holds a lot of Solana tokens and is now bankrupt. If those would be sold, then obviously that would cause a lot of selling pressure on the token. So at the same time, I do think that Solana will continue and that the blockchain is okay. But yeah, volatility is ahead. And I would definitely caution you to trade on Solana. I don't know what's going to happen, but in general, I don't think it's necessarily that positive. So I would definitely be cautious in terms of Solana trading. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.